One. Good morning, millennials, and welcome back to The Toast and happy Friday. Oh my gosh, another week in the can, two queens being queens.
Two queens on the pod.
Oh my God, we sound so chewy.
I know.
I hate the word pod.
I'm leaning into it. That was ironic. And I feel like we should change the name of the show to Queens on the Pod.
I would love that.
QOTP.
The word queen is chewy too, but like it gets a pass. I hate the word pod.
People who call their show the pod.
No, and it's just like one more syllable.
It's not that hard.
We have so much to talk about. First of all, it's Friday, so like everyone's just in a good mood. We're feeling good.
Joyous occasion.
Joyous celebración extravaganza. Two, we have Queenie and Weenie of the Week, which is just my favorite. I, of course, was able to think of my Weenie immediately. Queenie hasn't come to me yet, but that's just because I'm a negative girl. I'm a negative queen.
But sometimes we can collab where you provide the weenie, I provide the queenie.
Another thing I wanted to say was I'm going to St. Bart's.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Let me tell you, I finally convinced I can't believe I even have to say that, but I convinced my husband, I convinced the Taylors who are inspired my trip, and I was like hoping, that's why I was like, I wanted to go this week. I'm like, let me just go, we'll spend 2 days with them and then 3 days by ourselves. They, extended their trip. Now we're all staying in a house together. Like, it's so much fun, which is so much more economical for me. Like, really, those, hotels are out of control. So I'm going. I have like 87% of it booked. Having the passports shipped here today. Gonna spend the weekend pillaging Jackie's closet and vlogging it for the Patreon, stealing all of her things. I've got my eye on the Smithsonian romper. That's a size small. It looks,
the green
is
one?
it really small?
The green one?
Like the chevron, like.
The chevron green?
It's not green.
The one.
Tube top.
Oh, it's probably a size small, but I think it will fit you. I also have.
Is that the one you wore to Coachella?
No.
You wore a green romper to Coachella.
That one is Smithsonian. I was thinking that you should try that on. It's like my favorite beach cover up.
I will be perfect use of the word. I will be pillaging.
I have everything that you need. And you will also supplement if you need to like go to the mall.
I need to go to like a old lady department store to get some strapless bras because like I feel like
I'm putting you in my corset.
All beach items.
I'm making you try on a corset.
Like I don't want to be uncomfortable, and I'm starting to make reservations. Like I'm so excited. I was up till 2 a.m. because me and Ben like booked our flights and like we're talking to the Taylors about like houses and restaurants. And then we just like went to sleep. And I'm like, I can't go to sleep. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Ben passed out. Like, I know he's not excited for this trip. I want to kill him.
It's not about him. He's your travel companion.
Like, honestly, like, I would prefer he didn't come.
He's there to carry the bags.
1,000%. And he's like, I'm going to go to the outlets this weekend and like get some clothes. So he's like getting a little excited because he's going to get new clothes.
He said to me, hey, want to go to the outlets this weekend?
He's planning a whole thing because like, I guess Shapiro loves the outlets. So like Shapiro's taking him. And he's like, we should all go to the outlets. I didn't even know there were outlets. I would go.
I actually said, yeah, my family like loves an outlet. Let's all go.
Yeah, going to the outlets, like the actual journey is horrible. It's, every man for himself. It's a dog eat dog world. When you come home with the goods.
With a deal. But I haven't been to an outlet in a while, like in years. And I just feel like outlets aren't what they used to be.
I actually think they're better, like for real. No. Like outlets are. Ben fucks so heavily.
I feel like outlets used to be, you could find great finds, like things that didn't sell, damaged items, whatever. And now stores like make uglier clothes for their outlets.
Oh, it's giving, I feel pretty, what's that line called when they're selling their expensive makeup at Target for cheap? Come on. No. It's with an A, I think. Come on, Jackie. We finish each other's sandwiches.
It's not something.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know the line that you're talking about, but the word isn't available to me.
Oh, this is gonna. But
the word is something for accessible.
Okay. I feel pretty. Makeup line cheaper. Like no one's gonna know what I'm talking about on Google. I feel pretty movie.
Take your time. Honestly, I want you to figure it out because we can cut this out, the finding.
Yeah, please. Like, it's really bothering me.
No, I want you to figure it out. Also, maybe we just have to watch the whole movie to find out.
Would love. I love that movie. Mm-hmm. It's called a blank line. Jackie, please.
It's like a word for affordable, right?
Yes. And they're doing it at Target.
Okay.
You know who would know?
Dana.
Should we call her?
Call her.
Okay. Is she going to pick up? Like, she does have a job. FaceTime or regular?
FaceTime. She'll be excited.
It's called like it definitely starts with an A.
Or you know what we could do?
Dana, okay.
We're recording.
We're recording the podcast, so I just know everything you're saying is being recorded. And let me put you near... I'm putting you near the microphone. So we're trying to remember a word, and it's from, I know it from the movie I Feel Pretty, Amy Schumer. So Amy Schumer, in the movie I Feel Pretty, she's working for the makeup company, and the makeup company like wants to sell a line of like affordable makeup at Target, right? That's like the whole premise of the movie. It's like,
oh, I saw that with Jackie a million years ago.
So you didn't watch it again after?
No.
What is the word that they use to describe like the cheaper makeup line, like the secondary line?
Oh.
It's like the,
hackneyed.
No, I think it starts with an A.
Dana, if you're not busy, could you watch the movie right now and get back to us?
Yeah, can I get back to you?
Yeah, by the way, can you do some research and get back to me? I'll leave my phone on loud.
100%. By the end of the show, you'll have your answer.
No, I need it in the next 5 minutes. It's driving me crazy.
In the next 5 minutes, you'll have your answer. Keep your phone on you. Bye.
I'm dying.
I feel like it's like a moose. No, it's like abode. What the hell is it?
We'll find out. This feels like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Phone a friend. Like, it feels like there's a clock.
Who would you phone? I would phone you.
For a question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Someone with an encyclopedic knowledge. It depends on the question. I would either phone Dana, depending on the question,
Yeah.
or I'd phone Mom.
Yeah.
But it depends on the question. Like, what if it's a question about
Like history or geography?
history or geography? Mom.
Okay, I really can't find this. It's pissing me off.
Or like maybe I'd phone someone in my phone who was like the smartest person in my class and be like, hey, we haven't seen each other in 10 years, but can you help me?
Oh my God, like literally, do I have Ethan Freed's number? Like he was the valedictorian. Ethan Freed. I wonder, I probably do. I'm like, Ethan. Yeah, I do.
Or like,
You went to Harvard.
If it was a history question, like phone a professor from my phone.
Do you have any of your professor's phone numbers?
No, but could I call like the office, the registrar's office, connect me to
I feel like when
professor?
you go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like you have to preload like one phone number. They know you're going to call like your brother. Like
Okay,
you
so
don't get like
one-
you don't get your
I
contact
only
list.
get one person.
And that person needs to know to be by their phone.
Well, they would be.
Yeah. I'm phoning Ethan Freed. You're totally right.
Yeah, like find the smartest, most encyclopedic knowledge person in my phone.
Like a person who went to Harvard.
I think maybe I would make a friend before I went on the show, like a new friend, and I would use
I would
them.
hang out at the library.
And I would let them think we're really friends, but it was really so we could get close so I could call you when I go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Or this is like the premise of a rom-com. Wait. You know you're going on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, so you hang out at like the local library or wherever smart
Or
people.
no, someone from your high school who was really smart. You're like, they know everything. I'm going to get in touch with them, pretend like I want to get together. I'm going to use them. And that's where the movie, at 75%.
Oh my God, wait. I love.
At 75% of the movie, like there's a fight and things go south. It's because he found out he was being used for the game show.
Yep.
And
But she really did fall in love with him along the way.
She really did fall in love with him, and she goes on the game show and she has a question, and it's a question of something that they spoke about when they first met.
Yes!
And she calls him, and it's like, will he pick up? Has he forgiven her?
I know we like joke and like make dumb ideas all the time. This movie sounds, I have chills. It sounds incredible.
Will he pick up? Has he forgiven her?
What are we calling the movie?
And she calls him, and he picks up because he's like, I'm going to help her. Fine.
And then he runs to the studio.
And she calls him to say, I know the answer to the question because you told me and I remembered, and I'm calling you to tell me I'm going to be a millionaire and I love you.
No, I have chills. No,
I have chills.
Jackie, I have chills.
I have my cheeks. Can you
Yeah,
see?
she knows. She knows the answer.
Because it's something he had told her when he like thought she wasn't listening.
Wait, how did we get this film made? Like dead serious. I feel like actually like Loki, a lot of influential like producers like listen
We
to
should
the
write
show.
a script.
We should write a script. What's the movie called? It needs like a killer name. Like Who Wants to Be a... The Game of Love. Oh my God. And the credits, obviously, we have Michelle Branch and our king, Santana. It's all in the game of love. It's all in the game of love. That's like one of the few songs I can play on the guitar.
Who would we cast in our movie? As like our beautiful game show contestant.
And our nerd who takes off his glasses and everybody realizes he's handsome.
Yeah.
And like then our like funny, I'm the funny friend, first of all. Like if we're making a movie, you bet your ass I'm gonna be in it.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, let's think.
Beautiful actress that we want to platform.
And her life is like kind of hit a standstill. So she like applies for game shows. She doesn't have like her life together.
yeah.
So someone who's like kind of like, you know.
Yeah. Well, it really could be anyone, but like, who do we love as an actress?
Keke Palmer.
Who we think should be in more things?
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer.
Like, that's literally what we say about her.
Okay, and our nerdy...
Our nerd who takes off his glasses and everybody realizes he's handsome.
I don't know, I think we need a casting.
Yeah, and I think maybe we discover like a fresh new face.
I love a fresh new face, an FNF.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Please get in contact. Jackie and I are clients of William Morris, and just have your people call our people.
Yeah. Oh my God, Claudia, we're going to be movie producers.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that for this morning when I woke up, that I was going to be writing an award-winning script.
We did just like kind of spoil the movie. Especially like, not that rom-coms can be spoiled because they're just like
No, but the cuteness.
but like that one moment, like she knows the answer, like that's the best part.
And you think that the twist is going to be like, will he pick up? And the fact that he picks up is like, oh, that's the chills. But no, the chills
She's
are
like,
that.
no, I know the Declaration was signed in 1776, but what I don't know is, will you marry me?
Right, but
just know, no movie I'm a part of is going to have the girl proposing to the boy.
As I was finishing the movie, I thought like that should be the question. The question is, will you marry me? But then we'd have to switch and it'd have to be the nerdy girl and the handsome man.
No, it's not as cute. Oh, one thing, if I'm producing like some sort of romantic love story, like it's going to be traditional as fuck. Like the girl's going to be wearing an apron. Like there's no sort of like she proposes to him or she takes initiative. No, he's opening the car door. Like it's old school. He makes more money than her. Oh yeah, because he's also like he sold his company in Silicon Valley. He's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
That just goes without saying.
Who turns out he owns the network.
Oh, and
he owns the network, and they reached out to her to be on the show because
no, that's
always
crazy.
had a crush on her.
No, I hate that. I like this. Wait, listen to me. It's
my movie.
Jackie, it's okay. This is called like a brainstorming session.
Okay,
Not
fine.
every idea is a good idea.
Okay, it's my movie.
Wait, fuck, I had a good idea. Hold on. What were we saying? Plot for the movie. Oh. And there should also be like flashback scenes to like them in high school, like how they interacted. And like maybe we have like a young Sabrina Carpenter.
Cute.
And there's perhaps a song.
Cute.
Just an
she
idea.
could even be our lead.
I mean, I love her. Like, love. Let me see if Dana texted me. She didn't. Just bothering the fuck out of me.
She'll find it.
And we need a name for the movie.
Okay, that I think we can sit on.
Maybe we like save one thing for like the people to be surprised by.
Yeah. Or they don't know what the movie's called and then they go to the movies and see this movie that they don't know and they don't realize it's the one that we just wrote out.
How the fuck did we get here?
Because Dana, phone a friend. Amy Schumer, affordable skincare line. How did we get there?
How did we start talking about Amy?
We were looking for a word for like accessible.
Yeah, affordable line of something.
We were talking about St. Bart's.
No, we were past that.
The outlets. They make clothes.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
for the outlets.
So you're right. Now it's like, it's not like the good stuff that never like got sold makes it to the outlets. They make like cheap shit just to send to the outlets. That I agree with.
Right. So I haven't been in a while.
They make their accessible line.
Right, exactly. Their outlet friendly line. And I would love to go. So maybe that's in store for us this weekend. And then my final question is, after St. Bart's, are you going to come back here or are you just going to like fly straight
I am
to
going
New York?
home finally.
Do they have a direct flight?
Yes, lots.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
So my time
It's winding down, but it was more than we bargained for.
No, and like I'm going somewhere else. I'm not going home to my mouse-filled apartment. It's all good.
Yeah.
Bruno is sleeping with his eyes open. Well, now I just woke him up, but he's sleeping with his eyes open. I'm sorry, no. His eyes are closed and he's sleeping sitting up.
Because he wants to present well for the show.
Yeah.
And he said like when he lays flat, he doesn't like how he looks on camera.
Ain't that the truth?
But he's a sleepy man because he works hard.
Also, how relieved am I that we started our health journey 2 days ago, and I'm going to continue that health journey till I go to St. Bart's. And I'm also going to spend the weekend like pillaging your closet, going shopping for anything I might need, and sitting outside in like a bandeau. And I can't show up so pasty, especially when the tailors have been there for a week.
I offered you a spray tan.
But I want to get a real tan.
Okay.
When I'm in St. Bart's.
Yeah, there's really no reason why not. Just go lay on my new outdoor furniture.
Exactly. So today's going to be a great day. We have an amazing show. We have Queenie and Weenie, and we just have two gals who love each other.
Who just wrote a movie.
We have two producers / screenwriters.
Things we did, that.
Things we're about to do, the damn thing.
We're about to do this and we did that.
Oh, we did do that, and we will do this. Oh, how are the stories?
Solid. Not as a rock. Solid.
Oh, I had another update that I wanted to share with everyone that's like kind of major that everyone needs to know about. We've been teasing all week, being so annoying about this merch drop that we have next week. We are so excited about it. We actually decided to move it up a day. Now, I swear, it has nothing to do with me going to St. Bart's.
We could have left it.
We could have left
even
it
though
on
you were going to
Wednesday.
St. Bart's, but we're so excited and we don't want to
rush.
miss it because you're not miss it, but like for it to be
Rushed.
So we're moving it to Tuesday. That way we can start wearing it on Monday. And
We'll start teasing soon.
because I wanted to wear it today, but it gave people too many days to steal the
No,
idea.
Timu is going to steal it. Like,
Timu
just
was
know-
down our throats.
I know Timu is going to start making Toast merch because we're so successful and we sell like millions of sweatshirts. We are not sold anywhere. We're not sold on Timu. We're not sold anywhere other than the website, which name I can't rember.
ShopToastMerch.com.
We keep changing it. Shop Toast merch.
Shop Toast merch dropping Tuesday now.
Tuesday, Junior.
Tuesday, and maybe we'll start teasing it this weekend, like maybe on Sunday when people's businesses are closed, so they can't like screen print and steal it.
So they can't start stealing. We're so paranoid, you guys. Like, we just think like this item, like, the thing is, the girls are gonna love it for a multitude of reasons because it's so toasty and it's so cute and it's like a set and stuff. But I think like any person, like, you don't need to be a toaster to wear it. Like, I could see this like going viral on TikTok for real, like us like seriously becoming billionaires, and maybe I could buy a house in St. Bart's.
Oh my god, that would be beautiful.
I would love that.
Our first
You know, like
thing,
Lala Kent said, she like bought a house with the money she made on to send it to Daryl.
Shop it, yeah. But now that we've said that, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could cut it out.
No, it's just like it's not even about the show. It's just like the karmic rules. Like if you actually, some people call that manifesting. I think if you like say something, you jinx it.
You're in capris.
I mean, they're leggings that
give a few inches.
that give a few inches. Yeah.
And tell me about your decision, because there's a big chatter about capris on TikTok.
Claudia, I saw the capris and their Bermuda shorts that people are talking about.
Okay.
And tell me about my decision. They're Spanx leggings and they're really nice. And the rest of my leggings are in the wash.
Great.
So that's the reasoning.
I'm wearing leggings that are too long. You know, they're bunching up on my toes.
Maybe you could give me some.
No, literally, give me scissors.
But I feel like if my leggings hit my ankle, I couldn't wear these shoes.
I think you could.
No, I tried the other day and they looked like, I think it's a better look with these shoes that I got that I like.
Well,
are you going to steal these shoes? I guess these shoes are the only things that are off limits.
Yeah, by the way, I would, like, if I said, if you were not watching on YouTube, Jackie's wearing this new pair of expensive shoes that she just bought. She posted about them. She was so excited. I would never ask, first of all. I'm not dumb. And second of all, and what's so great about Jackie is if I said to Jackie, listen, I had this outfit, like, I need those shoes, give them to me, she'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I would.
And I'm going straight back to New York and you wouldn't have them for months, and like, you would still, you're so good like that.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. Like, I want everyone to wear my things. I want my things to be worn.
But when we were kids, oh my God, we were all the opposite. Like, if somebody took like a shit-stained t-shirt that I owned, literally like physical fight.
Yeah, maybe I got all of that out of my system on my shit-stained t-shirts. And maybe because like I spend so much time and energy like curating and money, and it's like I want these things to be worth exactly what I paid for them.
To have life.
And I want my sisters to look lovely and look right for the occasion.
Yeah, nobody like ever asks me to borrow my stuff, so I don't know how I would react. Maybe it's like, do I have ugly stuff? But I could see it not bothering me anymore either. It's like, yeah, take it, just bring it back.
Yeah, and even if like you stained it or something, I'm just not attached to these things either. It's like I love material items. I love them. Like they give me an energy boost and a shot of adrenaline, like nothing else. But I don't like deeply care or get attached to things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel that way about like everything. Something like if spills in my house, I'm just like, it's not a big deal.
Well, I think that's just like motherhood, you know, perspective.
Yeah. I like that about myself.
I like that about you too.
How are you in your house if something were to spill?
Depends who spilled it. Like if Ben spilled it, I take it. And I did record an episode of The Good Guys yesterday, and Josh was like, what do you guys like really fight about? And I was like, the cleanliness, because it seems like a surface thing, but I find it really disrespectful. Like if I'm constantly picking up after you and you're just leaving things behind for like your maid to pick up, I find it rude. And so when Ben spills something, I'm like, oh my God.
It's an attack.
Yeah. If you were to come to my house and spill something, like I know you're a careful person.
You know my intentions.
Yeah. It's like for me, if Ben were to spill something, it just highlights that carelessness.
Yeah, carelessness, which is a direct attack on you.
And it really, really bothers me.
I can understand that.
Like, I don't know if I told you this, but Ben stained your carpet.
Where?
In the room that we're sleeping in.
Okay.
With like an orange body armor. Remember I told you there was an orange stain?
Yeah. And I asked you. I told you. I said, what is this?
No, I told you. I'm like, by the way, there's an orange stain in the room. And I don't know if it was there before, but like it definitely wasn't, because there was a big bottle of orange body armor right next to the stain. And I'm like, Ben, did you do this? And he was like, oh, I guess I did. And I was like, do you want to do something about it? It's been 2 days. And I want to major shout out to one of our toast sponsors, that Branch Basics OxyClean thing, the powder. I've never used that one. I use the spray. It's gone. Go look. It's literally, you have the cleanest carpet in the country.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, I use that stain remover. I have like buccal chairs in my kitchen table.
Well, I did stain your couch while I was here too. Actually, Bruno did.
It was a joint effort.
It was me and Bruno. And like, I honestly felt really bad because it's a brand new couch. And it was like low-key, it was like I was eating this is why I shouldn't eat fruit. I should just eat chips because chips don't stain. A fruit salad, yummy. And you know, like the juice at the bottom.
Fruit juice.
I was like almost done with it, and I got up and Bruno attacked it, and all the juice spilled onto Jackie's couch. And like, honestly, like we couldn't tell Zach. Like it was brand new. We got the stain out with that Branch Basics product. It was fabulous.
Because Zach isn't as laissez-faire about stains.
No, I know.
He's like,
stains are a problem.
He takes all stains and like imperfections to heart.
I agree. By the way, I feel the same. Like would react the same.
You wouldn't react
Zach's
like me?
Zach's like, oh, this fat bitch is in my house for a month. She's staining everything. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Like, I could tell Zach was like, oh my
But then
God.
it's part of a larger issue then.
Yeah. But do you think Zach wants me out of his house?
No, and
Okay.
he, by the way, never knew about what happened.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Claudia cleaned it and it was clean, so
He
no harm,
never
no
found
foul.
out. He never found out. And good thing he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah. But even if he did, like he wouldn't be upset if we told him the story now, we're like, by the way, there was once a stain here and Claudia got out and it's gone, then no harm, no
he
foul.
wouldn't. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'm 2 for 2 with the stains.
2 for 2.
No, I really recommend that Branch Basics product. They are not even a sponsor today.
It's the laundry. It's like the Oxy laundry.
Oh, is it for
boost
laundry?
thing. Well, yeah, you could use it in laundry, but it's a stain remover too. And the back gives you the instructions on how to.
I'm sorry. I'm
agitate.
actually 3 for 3. I've stained something else.
What?
You know that pair of pajamas that I borrowed without asking, the tie-dye ones?
The yellow ones? Yeah.
I feel like if I tell you this, you're not going to want to wear them again, but they're completely clean.
Okay, I'm listening.
I got my period in them.
So yeah, no, that's the deal breaker for me. I'm not mad
But
at
they're
you.
but they're so super clean.
I'm not mad at you. They're now yours.
No, come on. I know you love them. I don't want to ruin them for you. I'm so
I just
clean.
got amazing pajamas from my sister, who bought me a gift of pajamas.
I did. I told you guys that I bought Jackie a gift, and I actually really wanted to give it to you on the toast, have you open it, but they came on a Friday afternoon, and I'm sorry, I wasn't waiting 3 days to have you open a package.
I love them, and now they're washed, and I will wear them. And I also got a package of fresh pajamas from We Are Sundays.
Okay.
I forget what the name is. Something with Sundays. In My Sundays, I think. I saw them from Shannon. Delicious pajamas. And also my favorite pajamas are Rach Parcell pajamas.
You do love those.
Because they cinch at the ankle.
Do you know where Rach Parcell is right now?
St. Bart's.
She sent me her itinerary.
It all comes back to St. Bart's.
It all comes back to Rach Parcell.
That's true too. Now, without further ado.
Yeah, because we got work to do.
We actually have a lot to do today. So without further ado, let's get into the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
If you're an active toaster, you know that we love the reusable paper towels from Papaya. A quick refresher for anyone new is one reusable paper towel replaces 17 rolls of disposable. So can we just acknowledge how crazy that is? They each come with a cute little hook that you hang on your backsplash or by your sink. So when you have a mess, you just grab it off the hook, clean, rinse it, and hang it up for next time. So Ben is like the type of person where there's like a tiny spill. Oh, we need a whole roll. It's so wasteful. It's not economical either. So having these reusable paper towels, I find to be fabulous. So they really also don't get like gross or smelly, which I really like. It's a must have in your kitchen. So we're not going to go back to having these enormous packs of paper towels in our apartment. It's just not feasible.
No. I absolutely love using my papayas in the kitchen. I just used one to clean up after a beef stew night. I literally used the same sheet to clean my counters, my stovetop, the table after we ate, the floor around the high chairs. I would have used an entire roll of paper towels to clean up the kitchen otherwise. Yeah. But with papaya, I just rinse it with a touch of soap and water and hang it back up, ready for next time. It's been a game changer to use as a mom with the kids. I also love to use it hack after you wash berries. If you put the berries in a tin with the papaya will soak up all the water from the berries.
Smart.
It's so amazing.
If you want to give Papaya a try or you already love them and just need a restock, go to papayareusables.com and use code TOAST for 30% off the entire site. That's PAPAYA reusables, REUSABLES.com. Use code TOAST for 30% off.
Also, I have my papaya subscription on. So each sheet will last me anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And then my new ones just show up at my doorstep. If you're an eco girly, you can compost your old ones. So it's zero waste.
And they have really cute patterns. So you can do like whatever aesthetic your kitchen is.
We love aesthetic kitchens.
Today's episode is also brought to you by McDonald's. The toasters know a core value, a core principle here at the Toast is McDonald's. Just as an institution, as a, of course, you know, fine dining restaurant. We love McDonald's. There's never a bad time to have McDonald's. And so working with them as, you know, sponsors of the show is, I think, a goal. And not actually just saying, I feel like 5 years ago, if you were to ask, like, what's a dream sponsor, it would have been McDonald's. There's nothing better than just getting home from a long day or running away from your kids in the middle of the day, headed to the drive-thru. Just a moment of peace, a moment of solace, a re-energizing moment, a recharging moment before taking on the rest of the day. I love McDonald's. There's so many items on the menu that I love, but today we're here to talk about their burgers. We're super excited to partner with McDonald's to talk about their classic burgers, which are hotter, juicier, and tastier than ever before. So much so that the Hamburglar is back on the loose. We have nothing but empathy and respect for the Hamburglar, because how could you blame someone for trying to get themselves a Big Mac? After all, the McDonald's patties are cooked to juicy perfection, the cheese is perfectly melted, and the bun is pillowy, it's soft, it's golden. And Big Macs now have more special sauce in every bite. So we stand with the Hamburglar because these are McDonald's best classic burgers ever. Try McDonald's best burgers ever at a McDonald's near you. I just feel like this ad is kind of self-explanatory, and to try and convince you further to go get one of the classic burgers from McDonald's would be an insult to your intelligence. So I'm not going to do that. Head over to your local McDonald's and have yourself a good time, because you deserve it. We work hard. Today's episode is also brought to you by Jenny Kane. Honestly, perfect timing, because for a lot of us, our New Year's resolution was to find a uniform that we're obsessed with, and Jenny Kane is a California brand through and through. Their staples make getting dressed easier than ever before. It's minimalist and effortless, but totally refined, from luxurious cashmere sweaters, iconic accessories, and elevated versions of your everyday basics, not to mention the most incredible home essentials too. Jenny Kane is here to help you live your best year yet, and for a limited time, our listeners are going to get 15% off their first order when they go to jennykane.com and use the code TOAST for that 15% off. I did a big haul of Jenny Kane at the end of last year, and I have to say, I feel like we were talking about this on the Patreon. We're in our eras of like investing in a few good key items, like not disposable clothing anymore. And Jenny Kane is my favorite place, especially for sweaters. They're made super well. You will have them forever. My first Jenny Kane I've had like for maybe 3 or 4 years now, and it looks brand new. And then I have a bunch of new sweaters that I just got. Love their home essentials. My couches are from Jenny Kane. She really's got it all. Jenny Kane's the type of brand where like you look at the website and you're just like, oh, I need the whole aesthetic for my entire life. And slowly but surely invest in a piece here, invest in a piece there. They've got candles, they've got slippers, they've got it all. But I really love their cashmere cardigans. You won't regret it. And with our code 15% off, code TOAST at jennykane.com, you really will just be like the most styling, wildin', living it up in the city type of girl. They've also got great shoes. The kitten heel is officially back, and their modern suede take on the kitten heel is everything. And their black Blake boot, which is if you want like a classic winter shoe. Jenny Kane's just the type of brand where it's like if you need something and you want to invest in something good, just go to Jenny Kane. Like it's stylish, and you won't be like, you'll be looking like cool, classy, trendy, all of the above. Jenny Kane, KAYNE.com, promo code TOAST.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our first story, Taylor Swift performed her first Sydney Eras Tour show.
Sydney?
Lots of news, lots of celebs in attendance, including Katy Perry and Rita Ora.
Oh my God. I kind of had like a crazy busy morning. I don't know if I told you. I got to go to bed till 2 a.m. because I was so excited about my trip to St. Bart's. And so I woke up like in a mood and late, and I didn't even do my hair, and I just like made a coffee and came to the studio. So I saw one thing from her show last night, which is that she brought out Sabrina Carpenter for a surprise song to sing White Horse. And they did this like really pretty harmony.
Really pretty. Katy Perry was there.
By the way, love.
Rita Ora was there.
Why are they in Australia?
I do not know. They were also like there together. It was like just like a pop star convention.
I'm obsessed.
Don't forget that Bad Blood is about Katy Perry. So everyone was filming her while the song was playing.
And what was her reaction?
She was like singing along, nodding her head, and then she posted a carousel from the evening and included a video of Bad Blood.
Do you think it's possible that Katy Perry like doesn't know that song's about her?
No, because I think her including in her carousel was like her taking the sting out.
Yeah. I love that these two like buried the hatchet when they did, but we never got like any sort of follow-up to it. I was like, I wonder if they are still friends.
And Katy Perry's caption on the slideshow was like, got to see an old friend shine tonight.
No, I'm obsessed. This is so cute. Love, love, love. Like die.
Travis was there at the show.
In the
tent behind Katy
missed
Perry.
all of this. My God.
Yeah, you didn't watch Liz Wood's stories this morning, and it shows.
Oh my God, by the way, I feel like an integral part of me being prepared for this show is watching Liz Wood's stories.
Yeah, throughout the day.
No, especially when I wake up.
Yeah. Oh, I always miss it when I wake up, and then later in the day I watch it, and I'm like, oh, that's what Claudia was talking about.
And I feel like I'm the type of person who like really can't be influenced. Like I have my opinions and they are mine, but her like thoughts like definitely form my opinions.
No, and I finished Love is Blind last night, and we're going to talk about it at the end of the show. And I have I need to save my Love is Blind thoughts, but the best part of finishing the show was getting to go on Twitter and see the memes.
That's the best part of finishing any show, but yes.
And then Zach was like, what did you think? And I started talking about my thoughts. Claudia, I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard for myself. Like feeling. Finally getting to like say all my jokes.
Yeah,
like
you've been, oh my God. You have been like really, you've been silenced.
He thought I took, like I was acting like I took an edible.
Crazy
That's
pill.
how hard I was laughing just from like the memes and my own thoughts.
That's like so cute.
Oh my God, I was having the best time.
Love it.
Anyway, she posted something on her stories about Love is Blind that I felt in my soul.
Right. By the way, Travis was in the
tent
with everyone?
Yeah. And
oh my God, I need to see this.
Kind of like back behind Katy Perry. And
he's really tall. He needs to be in the back.
He was waiting for her and they kissed, but it's just, as Liz said, like it's once we've seen them kiss in HD, like it's not as big of a deal to see them kissing from like 300 feet away.
Okay, I feel like I cannot properly do my job. Like, just give me 1 second. Rita Ora.
She also changed the lyric to Guy on the Chiefs again.
She did? Oh my God, wait, you guys. It's weird for you to like be telling me news about Taylor.
It is weird, but I also feel like none of this is like really the craziest things I've ever heard.
No.
What is crazy is that a member of Blink 182 went to the show with his wife because I guess Blink 182 is touring in Australia.
Oh, that is crazy.
And Courtney's there with P, and she didn't go to the show, nor did Travis.
Oh, you know Penelope was begging her mother.
And the guy from Blink 182, Mark, took a selfie with Taylor Swift. Like they went backstage, I think, and they saw her. And
wait, that's insane.
Yeah. That's.
Oh yeah, I see them. Oh, Baz Luhrmann was there, creator of the Elvis movie.
Oh yeah, he was there.
Wow, I'm sorry. I'm just catching up. I'm so lame.
No, it's fine. That's what the toast is here for.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I think she's saying How You Get the Girl.
Yeah, she did How You Get the Girl, and then White Horse and Coney Island, like medley. She's loving the medleys.
Yeah, she is.
I love Coney Island.
It's very Mr. Shoe.
It's giving Mashup Week and the Glee Club.
I just want to say, I saw a bit of fake news today that people that circulated, I think, to like clown on something that I actually made me sad to find out it wasn't true.
Okay.
That there's going to be a Glee reboot and James Corden will be playing Mr. Shoe. A perfect casting has never been more perfect.
I actually disagree, but...
No, but it's supposed to be like peak annoying.
And peak annoying and musical. James Corden is extremely musical.
He would be an amazing Mr. Shoe.
I like James Corden. I'm over the...
And Mr. Shoe is meant to be like an over-enthusiastic teacher. He's trying to get these delinquents to care about music.
Oh my God, you just reminded me of something. Remember I've been keeping you abreast on Nara Smith?
Yeah.
She's canceled. They found out, you guys, she's Mormon. They're like, she's a trad wife Mormon girl. Like, okay, calm down. That's literally like...
Why is she canceled? She's really canceled?
No, but they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I found out. Like, everyone's mad that she's Mormon. Like,
they're mad.
What's wrong with being Mormon?
Nothing.
Literally, like...
That's crazy.
I know, but I found out Nara was Mormon.
And also not incongruous with her content.
No, and she's not trying to convert people. She just like posted that someone asked for her morning routine and she reads her scripture in the morning. How sweet is that?
That's sweet.
Yeah. Leave Nara alone.
Yeah. So that was the Eras Tour last night. She didn't say Sydney, but the crowd chanted it.
So Taylor Nation posted encouraging people during Blank Space to do Sydney.
And she nodded, like she acknowledged it and she liked it, but she didn't say it herself.
No, it's from the 1989. It's part of Swiftie lore, but it's not a part of... Actually, she was in the 1989 era. Like, why couldn't she?
I feel like she should have.
It wouldn't... Yeah, me too. It's like funny.
Yeah.
And it's like a really viral trend on TikTok too.
Yeah. So maybe tonight, but probably not.
Wow, I can't believe I missed all of this. Love the Katy Perry. Like, Rita Ora is me as a famous person. Like, everywhere all at once, but like not really ever like putting anything out or being successful. Do you know what I mean?
But the few things she puts out are wonderfully successful.
Yeah, no, I like her. I do. But like, what does she do? I don't know. She's like on The Masked Singer sometimes. The Masked Singer Australia.
She has good songs.
She has good songs, but she's not like a person who's like, we wait for her music to drop.
No, but she uses it. But if you see her name on a song, it's like, oh, I'll give it a shot.
Sing me one of her songs.
What's her most favorite song? And why? She's on Black Widow, right?
What's that?
I'm gonna love you until you hate me.
Oh, yeah,
Now
that's so classic.
Show them what? Show them what?
How are you gonna break me?
But it's Iggy Azalea too. I don't know like who gets the credit for it. I feel like
Yeah.
it's more so Iggy Azalea.
No, I like that for her.
The top 5 for Rita Ora are songs I don't know right now, but I just know that I know so many Rita Ora songs and I like them.
Dana said she came up empty-handed.
Say, watch the movie, do the work. Just kidding, Dana, love you.
She said, I'm about to buy the script for $24. Perfect, I'll Venmo you half.
I'll Venmo her the other half.
I'm cracking up.
So, yeah, let's move on.
But love this night in Australia. PETA did come for Travis and Taylor as predicted by the totes, like shaming them for going to a zoo. Once again, PETA, like wrong tree. Wrong, you're barking up the wrong tree, Pain. Yeah, I like, kind of love that nobody takes PETA seriously anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like we were kind of integral in that.
Yeah. They did it to themselves.
They shot themselves in the foot.
Our next story, Bravo drama, because Brandi
my God.
Glanville has accused Andy Cohen of sexual harassment, inviting her to watch him have sex with a Bravo star. So Brandi Glanville is accusing Bravo head honcho Andy Cohen of sexually harassing her, according to a scathing letter her attorney sent to NBC, Shed Media, and Warner Brothers that was obtained by Page Six. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum claims that Andy sent her a video in 2022 in which he appeared obviously inebriated. He allegedly boasted in the clip that he wanted to sleep with another Bravo star while thinking of Glanville, per the letter, and invited Brandi to watch him engage in the sexual act via FaceTime. The identity of the star that he allegedly wanted to hook up with was not disclosed in the letter. The letter says Mr. Cohen was Miss Glanville's boss at the time and exercised complete and total control over her career. This was an extraordinary abuse of power that left Miss Glanville feeling trapped and disgusted. It is inconceivable that Mr. Cohen remains in his post in spite of this behavior and harkens back to the bad old days of Matt Lauer and NBC News when profits were prioritized over people.
Now, I'm really curious if this will have any sort of impact on Andy's career, because I think the way a lot of people see this is like Brandi Glanville was ousted from Bravo completely after the most recent incident on the Ultimate Girls trip that she filmed with Caroline Manzo. She was being accused of sexual harassment because she tried to kiss Caroline Manzo. I think Brandi sees it as like, we were literally just having fun. It was like so not serious. And and Caroline Manzo sees it as like, literally somebody attacked me. So I think a lot of people feel like this is Brandi like trying to get back at Bravo for like, oh, you're gonna paint me as a sexual harasser? Well, I have this video. Now, Andy did release a statement, like a tweet.
Let me see. It says the video shows Kate Chastain and I very clearly joking to Brandi. It was absolutely meant in jest, and Brandi's response clearly communicated she was in on the joke. That said, it was totally inappropriate, and I apologize.
So I actually feel like Andy's tweet like perfectly encapsulates, like it was a beyond, like I feel like Andy does sometimes forget that like he is this powerful person with the housewives, like he is their boss. They're all like bending over backwards to make him happy. And he definitely can get away with a lot of it because he's like famous and he's gay and he's not like a real sexual threat because he's gay. So he definitely gets away with a lot, but like it really is, when you think about it, like beyond inappropriate.
Yeah.
However, I don't think this will stick, also because like it does, and and he said, you can tell by Brandi's response, I'm sure Brandi responded like in jest
at the time, but you could say that was because she was worried about her position. I think that what Brandi's accusing Andy of is exactly what has happened to Brandi.
Right.
And I think she has every right to do so, and she's not wrong in saying like, you are my boss and
no,
I'm not gonna not play along because that could affect my career.
If you didn't know any of these people and you read like the lawsuit, like you would say this is like a textbook case of sexual, like you didn't know that Andy was gay, you didn't know these people were famous, you didn't know Brandi's persona up until this point, you just read the text message and the lawsuit. Like, yeah, what her lawyer said is like 100% factual. Context like is key. Do I think like Brandi felt in that moment like she was being taken in? No, like I think Brandi like knows the score with Andy, but I feel like she's definitely like punching back at the network because she's been painted as like this sort of like predator.
Yeah, she has been. I also think that none of these accusations or like things are sticking to Bravo.
No, they're not.
Or to Andy. But I could see a future where it does. Like, I feel like Andy's behavior I feel like
he gets away with a lot.
He gets away with a lot in what is a workplace. Yeah, for us it seems like a fun workplace, but like he does play favorites and he does make jokes, and that kind of stuff like doesn't fly in today's workplace culture.
No, it doesn't. And people don't really realize this. They just see Andy and they think that he's like the boss of the network. He actually did something really, really smart many years ago. He is not in charge of casting. He's actually like not a boss. He's not the housewives boss. He himself is talent. He works. I think he just did when I read his first diaries book, he was talking about it. So that was like 6-7 years ago. His job is with Embassy Row, and he has like a production deal with NBC Universal.
He's just like talent too now, but I'm saying not in like in the courts could like
they can't. He's actually not their boss.
Like HR, but I'm saying like in the court of like public opinion, like because he is the face of Bravo, and he does have. He runs the reunion, and when people like you want to feel like he likes you.
Yeah, of course. He definitely has influence.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like he's always like drinking, going out with different cast members and playing favorites. And I could just see like, I think he should scale back on that.
But I also think he's like not going to be doing this job forever. Like, and I think a lot about like what the future of Bravo looks like without Andy. Because this is like obviously his whole shtick, but it can exist without him. But there's still like the Watch What Happens Live element. Like when the time comes, like who is Andy's replacement? And when will that time be? Will he go out on his own? Or will like this amalgamation of little scandals over the years surmount in like one big New York Times article to end it all?
Yeah, like, no, I don't think that's what's going to happen. But I do feel like he's put himself in this position where, because he's gotten like so close with people, and there also is a work relationship where he does have power that like, he's vulnerable.
Yes, definitely. But I have to imagine he thinks of that. Like, I don't think he thinks he's untouchable.
I think he's just been like having fun.
Yes. But who do you think is like his...
Viewed through the wrong lens, like it's nefarious.
Literally this lens?
This lens is incredibly nefarious.
For sure. Who do you think is Andy's replacement when the time comes?
Well, the thing is with like networks and things like this is they never just choose someone. They try out a lot of different people. You're going to host this and they're going to host that. And then we hate everyone and then it just, irrelevant, period. I think that they should make a decisive choice.
I think they should like start training someone.
But that they won't.
They won't, yeah. But in your ideal scenario, like who is it? Is it a former Bravo celebrity? Is it a podcaster? There are so many like famous... I think
Jerry O'Connell could be a good one.
I feel like it needs to be someone gay if it's going to be a man.
Okay.
And I'm like also not into like the straight men taking over Bravo. Like, can we have something?
Okay. Someone Jewish for the shtick.
Oh, I would love that.
Josh Peck, Ben Soffer, the good guys.
Totally, but like they know nothing. Like for someone who comes to mind for me always is like Danny Pellegrino. Someone with you need to have extensive Bravo knowledge.
That's true.
So somebody who's been watching forever.
I don't follow him, so I don't know his personality.
He's a great interviewer, but
That's
he himself, like, and what makes him a great interviewer is like, and Andy I think struggles with this. Like Andy himself is talent, and he like struggles to like let someone else like shine. He also is like a star. Danny Pellegrino is very good about like, I'm going to interview you, like I'm not talking, I'm listening.
Yeah.
So you need someone who's like
does he have good takes? I guess you don't need takes if you're just going to be the referee.
Yeah, he's just like kind of a pop culture. I don't know why I always think of him, but who do people think? I would love sound off in the comments like your ideas. Like, who do you think would make the best replacement for Andy? That time is coming. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's like tomorrow or in 5 years, but like there is going to be a time where Bravo and the shows will still exist without Andy. Mm-hmm. I'm so curious what that looks like.
Could be a woman.
It could. Who?
Heather McDonald.
And a lot of people thought for a while, there was like rumors that they were grooming Craig Conover to take over for Andy. Andy did address it because it got like to be such a rumor. He was like, that's literally not true.
I don't think Craig would want to do that.
I also don't think that's a good idea.
No, but I think Craig would be like, why?
Yeah. I think about that often.
Well, are you ready for our next story?
Yes.
Some TV news adjacent because Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia.
So sad.
Yeah, her team announced on Thursday morning that she has been diagnosed with those things. As Wendy's fans are aware, in the past that she has been open with the public about her mental health struggles with Graves' disease and lymphedema, as well as other significant challenges related to her health. The press release said that she underwent a battery of tests in 2023 after memory started to fail, and she began to lose words and act erratically.
I honestly feel like this diagnosis like really tracks, because if you're following her journey, it feels like all at once, like it all just went downhill. She went from being like a successful, top of her game, she could sling words like it was nobody's business, to almost overnight, like things appear to be so different. And then we didn't hear from her. So this is so, so, so sad, especially for someone who is so sharp, like really like cutting.
Yeah.
This is really sad. Like I have a very soft spot in my heart for Wendy Williams.
Me too. And I just hope that she put out that documentary. It's clear that there are nefarious actors
because
in her midst.
Yeah, she shouldn't have put out that documentary, but I think she needs some money.
Yeah, and I hope that she has the like support and just like true people around her, so that she can be as comfortable as possible right now.
Yeah, because her ex-husband was nefarious.
Yeah.
So like when they were married, and then even after, like stealing from her, like you're right. I feel the fact that we got a documentary like a month ago, and now we have this big news. It's like, what was that documentary? It seems like a cash grab.
Yeah.
It gives me a pit.
Well, that certainly, but I just hope at least that they grab the cash and they're using it for Wendy's benefit and Wendy's benefit only.
No, it's so true. The whole situation gives me such a pit.
Mm-hmm. I just hope she has like at least one person like looking out for her, acting in her best interest, and that person even has their hands on the levers of control to be able to get her what she needs.
Right, because she's also
with her own money.
She's in a conservatorship, correct?
Yeah, but it's like
and it's like, who's in charge of it?
It's like, it's not a conservatorship. It's a
like a trust.
Yeah, her money is like in a guardianship, a court-ordered guardianship. But I had read somewhere it was like Wells Fargo is like in charge of it.
Well, that's not bad.
No, but they're saying, the family was saying that it's like that guardian is being nefarious.
I don't know. Wells Fargo seems legit.
I don't know.
This whole situation is just so sad. Like, I really love Wendy. As a fellow woman in media, she's really a trailblazer.
Yeah, she is.
Big time.
Yeah.
And I know I literally can't talk about Wendy Williams without talking about this moronic Lifetime movie she did about her life, where like it was like some of the worst acting and production I've ever seen in my life, but I learned a lot about her journey. Mm-hmm. She really is impressive. Like, she just started this little radio show and ended up on TV 5 days a week. Like, it's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream. Really wishing, like, sending her such well wishes.
Seriously. Are you ready for our next story?
Is it our fourth?
It's our fourth.
Is it our fourth that's brought to you by Hatch?
Yes.
Okay, so as we were speaking about earlier in the week, like the most important outlet next to our bed is always going to be plugged into the Hatch. We've been having, sleep troubles most of our lives. And Jackie just added to the list of things she told me to do that would help me feel better in the mornings, feel better at night. And I didn't listen until I got the Hatch for free because they started sponsoring the show, and it changed my life. It changed my life, just add it to the list. What I like about the Hatch, a lot of people have trouble falling asleep. For me, I have trouble waking up. And the way that the Hatch wakes you up, to me, is like the most civilized, humane way to wake someone up. They use light and sound. And it's not like a crazy, like, it's so peaceful. It's so civilized.
It's progressive. It starts off slow and you don't even realize you're waking up until you're up.
It literally changed my mornings, that I now have like a full morning routine, and it started with the Hatch. The Hatch Restore is a device that teaches your body when it's time to sleep or time to wake up, with nighttime and morning routines, so you can prioritize rest. With Hatch Plus, you can access exclusive content like Pillow Talk, which is a new audio series designed to entertain you to sleep. Pillow Talk helps you wind down with the types of TV shows that you love, from true crime to sports, but without the screens that hurt healthy rest. A lot of people love to fall asleep to TV because of the sound, they find comfort in it. It's actually really bad for your eyes, and the light from the TV actually keeps you up. So Hatch is just doing that without the blue light. You're just listening. You don't feel alone. A lot of people do it to reduce anxiety. I totally get it. And that's what I really like about Hatch Plus. Right now, Hatch is offering our listeners $20 off their purchase of a Hatch Restore and free shipping at hatch.co/toast. Visit hatch.co/toast to get $20 off and free shipping. That's hatch.co/toast. Today's episode is brought to you by Taylor Farms.
Taylor Farms.
The chopped salad kits from Taylor Farms deliver the freshest, best tasting salads to eat at home or on the go across North America. Taylor Farms is a family-owned company, so we love, and they're on a mission to create healthy lives through fresh, delicious food. Now, Taylor Farms is salad in a bag. And I know you're going to think we all have our judgment. Salad in a bag. When you think of it,
grossy.
You think not fresh. You think brown lettuce. You think bad ingredients. Not Taylor Farms. They are literally giving salad in a bag a whole new meaning. First of all, it's so fresh. I love, like, the lettuce is crisp. Like, you could crunch it.
And it's so chopped.
That's the best part too. It's like really like I love a chop
Like,
salad. I want it to look like mulch.
If you take your Taylor Farms, put it in a big bowl, you are a Kardashian eating a salad.
And then I like to like make some grilled chicken. I'll always like throw some turkey in there, like a nice protein. It's such a good meal and it's so easy to make. Also, salads are very personal. All the ingredients in the bags come like separately packaged. So if one day you don't want the croutons, for me, you know, I'm like weird about dressing. Everybody's so different. You can personalize it because what's more personal than comedy? Salads.
Also, the other night I made the Mediterranean chopped with added a piece of grilled salmon. 10 out of 10 meal.
Love that.
Like,
I'm boring. Like I like to do a Caesar.
Yeah.
Every now and then I get a little crazy. Maybe I'll do a citrus.
Ooh.
But it's really nice what they've got going on. So purchase Taylor Farms chopped salad kits wherever you like to shop. It's available at all major grocery stores. Yeah, everywhere. I don't even need to tell you a specific store because they're available everywhere. It's the Taylor Farms chopped salad kits. Find a flavor, a design that works for you.
And today's episode is also brought to you by Teeny Lux. I was speaking recently on the pod about not wearing earrings because I hate how aware I am that they are on. The founder of Teeny Lux is a toaster, so she reached out saying, can we send you some earrings? I promise these will be the most comfortable earrings you've ever tried. You won't even notice them. For the first time ever, I honestly forgot I was wearing earrings. I don't even feel them. Their founder started this brand because she also had super sensitive ears and nothing was working for her. They make all of their earrings with pure titanium. They use titanium because it's non-allergenic metal that's safe for the body and super lightweight. If you've ever had problems wearing earrings, you need to try these. Teeny Lux, great for the ears. They're also super cute. Visit Teeny Lux and use TeenyLux.com and use code TOAST at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. That's TINILUX.com. Use code TOAST for 20% off your first order.
I feel like if you have a teenager, like a young daughter who just got her ears parsed, Teeny Lux is a great brand too because your ears are so sensitive when you're young and especially when you just get your ears parsed.
Yeah.
So I would really recommend it for that. But also they just have like really cute designs. So even if your ears are like not super sensitive, mine are not. Like
It's just a great earring.
I could literally put a piece of duty in my ear and like I wouldn't get infected.
That is so crazy to me.
I have the craziest and like toughest ears.
I have like
but I just like the styles.
the
at Teeny
worst
Lux.
textbook case of like,
Yeah, you do.
it needs to be made right or else my ear like is gonna blow up.
So it's Teeny Lux, TINILUX.
.com, code TOAST. Our next story is a bit of food news because KFC have just dropped a Chizza nationwide, which combines
Let me think. Pizza and churro?
and fried chicken for an unexpected mashup. Look at the picture.
Disgusting.
It's
That's fucking disgusting.
fried chicken is the dough, sauce cheese on top.
Is that pepperoni too?
It is pepperoni too. KFC has announced the Chizza, a menu item previously introduced internationally that combines the names and flavors of both food dishes of pizza and chicken.
No, I'm like so all
guys,
about
these are dark times.
food ingenuity.
Me too. And I feel like whenever we have food news, even if it's not for me, like I will support it. And I don't like to yuck people's yums, but this is a yuck.
No, and this is also like one of these. I'm sorry, you're dead on the floor. Like Panera's facing a lawsuit because of their charged lemonade like killed people. One bite of this Chizza, your artery is clogged and you're dead. Like it's literally the most. It's fried chicken, pepperoni, cheese. That's insane.
And it just like makes you think, are they trying to kill us?
No, it definitely makes you think.
Because I feel like fast food started, and there's so many great things about fast food in general, and like it's so tasty and we love it and it's convenient, it's affordable, but like, are you trying to kill us?
No, it's giving clogged artery. It's giving bad news bears.
And like, why can't two things just be separate?
It's giving Mr. Shoe.
It's giving mashup.
It's giving mashup week at the Glee Club.
But I love a mashup, and I do not like this.
I love a mashup too. What do you think is the best mashup of all time? Because I have my answer.
Oh, DJ Earworm, the king of mashups.
Yeah, but I meant like
Two songs.
Two songs is one. Or three. It's 3 songs, not 55.
Okay. Like I wasn't prepared for this question like you clearly are.
Yeah, I am. It's Enchanted X Wildest Dreams. Like I think it's from the 1989 tour. It's like a 7-minute song. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And it's like just empowering.
Interesting. You know what else was a good mashup I heard once?
Tell.
Toxic X Look What You Made Me Do.
Love. Where'd you hear it?
It played in a Soul Cycle and it made me love Look What You Made Me Do. And now I still love it.
You know what made me love Look What You Made Me Do? The Eras tour. It was never a song I really liked. Like I respected like how she needed it and how she used it for her comeback, like all that. But from a musical standpoint, like I actually really didn't like it. But I thought the performance of it on tour is so good. I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, this is a good song. So those were the 5 stories. You needed to know every single one.
No. It's not the 5 stories. The 5th and final story, I can still use my iPad, but it's a bit of Love is Blind news that will lead into another recap.
Okay, I figured out the Amy Schumer, and it honestly, like, it didn't hit in the way that I needed it to. It's like not what I thought, but it's right.
Okay.
They launched a diffusion line at Target.
Okay.
So stupid. Okay. Our 5th and final story.
Our 5th and final story is Love is Blind news because Jeramey from Love is Blind of Laura and Jeramey has been accused as being engaged when he applied to the show. So a woman has come forward claiming that Love is Blind star Jeramey Lutinski ended their engagement in 2022 in order to go on the hit Netflix series. Brittany McLiverty made the accusation underneath her new fiance's Laura's Instagram post on Thursday night, suggesting that the pair even lived together before their split, saying, quote, "Did he ever tell you about his ex-fiance from right before you? Surely not. Or the house we sold a week or two before he finished filming, or before he filmed for this show."
Right, he talked about the house. He was like, I used to own a house. And I guess it's like kind of weird. Like, why would you sell your house? Like, he's like, well, I wanted to sell my house at my next house I would buy with my future wife. But no, it's because you broke up with your fiance and you had a house together.
Right. So, okay. And then I saw a picture of him and a woman and a child. Like, there's also a kid, and I guess that's his ex-fiance. However, I was doing some digging last night, and it seems as though this show was filmed in August of this year. Just because I was stalking Jess, and that's when there was a jump from like July to September.
Wait, remember when they went to Clay's house and he had a mood board for the year?
Yeah.
What year was that? I feel like it was
23.
Okay.
But no, I didn't see it, but that's...
Did you see him having the TikTok logo on his mood board?
No. Oh my God.
Yeah. Me and Ben thought that was weird.
Oh my God, no. So all these little things, like I don't know about them yet. So if they filmed this in August, and I don't know why you had said October. I thought you said they filmed this in October.
No, I never said that. Stop. Like,
and also
stop putting words in my mouth.
The way that they're talking, because a lot of these characters talk in TikTok.
Yes.
They're speaking in 2023 TikTok. It's giving, and not me and you wearing the same shirt.
No, by the way, that's like, people have been talking that way for like 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, I guess we've been saying like it's giving. Yeah,
for a while.
Okay. But I feel like it was filmed in August. But that's just based on like my amateur research. Because if they broke up in 2022 and they sold their house in July, like maybe they broke up. It took them a while to sell their house. So that's why, like, honestly, it's not giving smoking gun.
No, Trevor has also been accused of having a girlfriend during the process. And she came with screenshots of text messages Trevor had sent her while he was literally like leaving the pods, like when he got his phone back, talking about Chelsea.
Yeah. In general, though, when people are like, we were together when he went on the show, like, I don't care.
No, and also I feel like historically it's like been such a thirsty thing to do, like going to People magazine being like, I knew The Bachelor before and we did. Like, I don't know why it never like makes me really think differently of that person.
It doesn't either, even though obviously Jeramey is a scoundrel, but even if he like had a fiance and they broke up and he applied for the show, maybe they were living together because they couldn't sell their house, but they weren't like still together.
Giving Tom and Ariana.
Like, I just feel like there's a lot of plausible deniability here. And even if, say, like he broke up with this girl to go on the show, I don't know, like for some reason that just like doesn't do it for me.
I agree. Let's recap the actual show because I would love your thoughts on everyone.
Okay.
I think we just go couple by couple and like where they're at, starting with Johnny and Amy. They're always the people I go to first because they were the first to get engaged. And like, honestly, with the recent episodes, my opinion on them changed the most.
Okay, Johnny and Amy, this is what I got from Liz Woods' story when she was like, it's so great to practice safe sex and like have these conversations and, you know, worry about
being safe,
but like relax.
No. Have you ever heard of a condom?
She said that he doesn't trust condoms enough.
He's like
obviously
kind of crazy.
Has some sort of trauma. I think from the way that he was saying it, not trauma,
but
from what I got from him is that I don't even know if he said this or he was just saying like that he grew up poor and he doesn't want that for his children.
Yeah, and so he's like a little nuts about not having kids until he feels like he's financially stable.
But they were also saying that both of them are in a place where they can buy a house right now. And I understand like if you buy a house, then that drains your finances and maybe you won't have as much for your child, but like it's not as if they both
are like on the street,
so financially unstable.
Yeah.
And so you have this person that you love and you want to marry them, and you like are so scared about accidentally getting pregnant. Relax.
Yeah, no, and like
there's something more there. And she said, like, I didn't realize it was this big of a deal to him, and him like wanting her to go on birth control when she's never been on it in her life, and now was in a serious. She's engaged, and now she's going to go on birth control.
That's what I said yesterday.
Because her man's is so scared of like getting pregnant a year before he's ready.
Yeah, no, and he kept saying like, I know it's not on the woman. Like, I'll get a vasectomy. First of all, like he's just making her feel bad. Like the reason they're not having sex is because like every girl I've known has always been on birth control, so it's never been an issue. He's like putting it on her, even though he's saying I'm not putting it on you. Like I could do something too. No, but it's so bizarre.
You can use a condom.
And by the way, birth control is like a relatively new phenomenon. Like people have been like
avoiding pregnancies
for many years.
But also like a condom works 99% of the time unless it breaks, which you can check to see if your condom broke. And if your condom broke, like you can take Plan B.
No, and it's like, it's just like really, really crazy.
Yeah. It's really crazy. Like to the point of
concern.
Beyond red flag.
So this was like the first time, and I had felt in the honeymoon, like he definitely likes her more than she likes him, and I could see her saying no, but for me, they were like the couple who were like one of the most promising of getting married. This whole thing is weird, and these last 3 episodes were the first time I was like, oh, they're definitely not getting married. I actually could see a world, and I'm sorry for repeating myself because I said this all yesterday, I could see a world in which this season nobody gets married.
Yeah, let's talk through every couple, but I would say for them, they're not going to get married.
Let's do Clay and AD, like having that weird fight in front of his mom. And the sister who was like being very, like she was asking questions that felt really targeted and like condescending to AD.
She was asking serious questions. I appreciated it. And then it gave us insight into this dynamic where she kind of doesn't work. And
no, that's not fair.
No, or she's not back to work yet.
She's not back to work yet.
Okay, because then when the mom was like, what did you do today? And she's like, I didn't have a lot going on. Like, and I went to the gym. It's like, at least make something up about like, your day, because that's just a bad look, especially when he's working so hard. Like waking up at 6 a.m. to get the jet ski running for the renters.
In Lake Norman, that's where people told us we should get our house. Lake Norman. We should contact Clay. He obviously is in the real estate business.
Yeah, so that was a weird dynamic.
Clay's like a hustler. He owns his own house. He's up. It is weird. And me and Ben were arguing about this yesterday, that he's like not sleeping at home. And Ben's like, well, he literally has to work. So like, and I get it. And he was like, Ben was like, you know, he met this girl 3 weeks ago. Like, he's not going to throw his whole career out the window. But at the same time, like, this is your fiance.
And I think also the fact of them living in these houses that neither of them actually live in is causing issues in their real life, because it's like, if I have to drive all the way over there, it doesn't make sense for me to sleep in this
random
ass place when I have a place here that's more convenient. So I think he's probably like sleeping at his. So this is kind of posing an issue, and I think it was also an issue with other people.
Yes, these random townhouses. I don't know why. And they do a part of the show, which I like, when you go and see everyone's house and they decide like, oh, we would live in this place together. Why they don't just live in this place together.
But I also think for some couples, this place is better than where they're going to move, where they won't have the space.
Yeah.
Like some people have houses that they're going to move into. Wonderful.
Yeah, but like with Jimmy and Chelsea, she has a roommate, so they have to live in Jimmy's studio.
A studio when he works from home and is on calls all day. Like, I'm sure they're loving the townhouse.
Yeah, that's
even
actually
though
really
they both
true.
Like threatened, and even though he went to his place one night.
Okay, so should we switch to Jimmy and Chelsea, or anything else you want to say about Clay?
And Clay, yeah, I don't know if they are going to get married. Having the fight in front of the mother was really weird. Mm-hmm. Really weird.
Yeah, and I just felt like they were being condescending to her career. Like she said like she works in bottle service, but like she would love to do real estate full time, and so she's like doing a side hustle until, like, I think that's admirable. And just, she obviously took a leave of absence from her job for this show. And her not being back at work yet, like, is nice. Like, I feel like they were just being condescending. Like, I didn't like that. Like Clay owns his business, so everybody else is a piece of shit because your son accomplished something. That was the vibe I got.
That's not the vibe I got. And if she's off, like, I think she's a hard worker, and she works multiple jobs, but you know, she's gonna rag on him for like working too much when she's, you know, mulling around the house.
Yeah,
it's not a great dynamic. But it's not permanent whatsoever. It'll be gone in 1 week.
Yeah. And also, I just felt like it was a conversation they should have had, like, just the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not with, like, the sister with the black lip liner getting involved.
Yeah. And to have a fight, like, in front of the mother, it's like, it's weird.
Not putting your best foot forward. And the first time you're meeting.
Yeah, but it's also, like, there's, like, a referee there. So you're not even, like, fighting how you normally would. But it's also having to put your best foot forward.
It's also not fair fighting because it's his mom.
No, but she kind of took AD's side anyway, being like, you have to work, but you also need to I guess she kind of played both sides.
Yeah.
It was giving both sides.
Yeah. Okay, Jimmy and Chelsea. what I said yesterday was I found like these most 3 episodes to be like kind of confusing because on the honeymoon I was like, oh my God, he is figuring out an exit plan. He's going to get a parachute and jump out of the plane. And these last 3 episodes, aside from like their big fight, I actually was getting the vibe that he was really into her.
I don't know. Like he says one thing and I'm just like, what is going on in this man's head? But like he doesn't deviate from this thing that he's saying.
No, he hasn't left. He hasn't broken up with her.
And that he's happy. She is sabotaging the relationship. She is so needy. Yeah. Oh my God. And when she kept saying, you didn't kiss me yesterday. And it turns out he kissed her 3 times. Yep. And then she like kept harping on you didn't kiss me. Like, stop it.
No, and Ben was like, made a good point. And didn't they also have sex that day?
Yeah.
Like...
No, it's too much. And like him calling her clingy, like, which is kind of an unkind word, but not untrue.
No, not untrue. Well, one of the most shocking parts of the episode was that who Jimmy decided to, introduce her to was his 2 friends who are both girls who he's known for 2 years.
How are they all so close in 2 years and why hasn't he dated one of them?
And what I had said on yesterday's podcast with Ben is, it's a red flag. You don't have any friends like who you've known for more than 2 years, and the 2 that you bring are girls. You have to keep in mind they might, like
these are the girls these are his friends
who were down,
who were open to filming, and I could see that because they were perfect and they knew what questions to ask. They understood the process.
Agreed.
So that wasn't a red flag to me, but yeah, it is kind of weird to have like super close girlfriends like that.
And some of the toasters were hypothesizing because everybody's like literally studying every frame of the preview coming up, like. So a lot of people it appears to be, because they show 3 weddings. So we have 5 couples. Well, now we have 4. And with Jeramey and Ashley, I don't believe they're, Jeramey and Ashley, what's her name? Jeramey and Laura.
They're not going to make it to
They're not going to make it.
Because they just fucking cheated on her.
And they keep showing 3 brides, 3 weddings.
Okay, but Chelsea is a picture of her, and I think she's in the bridal shop.
So that's what everyone has surmised as well.
Yeah.
So there might only be 2 weddings, Clay and Johnny.
Right, because that's all they showed us.
And I don't think either of them.
I don't think either of them should get married.
I think this would be the first time where nobody gets married. And I think that's okay. I feel like Netflix is always trying to make at least one. Like, I don't think we need in order for it to be successful.
Yeah, but in these episodes, Jess came back and graced our screens. And the way I haven't fallen for a reality TV star in so long.
Yeah, I
followed her on Instagram. I needed to get to the end of the episodes because I didn't want to see her Instagram and have anything spoiled. So I went down like a whole rabbit hole. And I also, where I wanted to go to where when the show was filmed. I wanted to see what Jimmy saw of hers and what she saw of Jimmy's. Because now, at first I was disappointed when you said that like she's still obsessed with him. But then I put myself in her shoes, and she doesn't
know him like we do yet.
She loved his personality. She had the best time, and then she goes home and she sees his Instagram. I looked at his pictures from July.
He's cute,
and it's okay. It was a handsome man I was talking to.
Normal.
He's got pictures with his buddies.
Good job. He has a nice apartment. Like
you could see yourself in his life, and it's like I could see still being obsessed with the person that I was obsessed with when it turns out like they were handsome all along.
No, and she got no closure. Like she has to finish the loop. I do think she will. If I don't know if this is how it's going to go, if they meet and talk and like even if they start dating a little bit, like I do think she would see that this is not the guy for her.
Agreed. I don't think he's man enough for her. Also, I found Chelsea's been doing some interviews and I'm finding some inconsistencies in the things that she's saying.
Do you share?
Because she said somewhere that she like had no clue what Jimmy was going to look like and that he didn't look like what she expected, whatever that would have been. But then she also said on Entertainment Tonight, they were talking about the Megan Fox thing, of course, and she said they didn't show, but Jimmy told me his celebrity doppelganger is Christian McCaffrey.
Amazing, by the way, twins.
His twin.
Yeah.
So you knew you had Christian McCaffrey.
Energy, yeah.
So why did you say you didn't know what he looked like?
Sure.
Like, that's just, like, inconsistent.
Yeah. That was fair.
And he does look like Christian McCaffrey, and that, to me, is, like, an accurate use of celebrity doppelganger.
Agreed. Like you're not. Yeah, exactly. Kenny and Brittany breaking up. Thoughts? It was like the most civilized breakup, but he really did like a total 180. What is with him and his phone?
What happened?
Something happened. Like, and that's what I feel like we'll maybe glean from the reunion. Something happened between Kenny and Brittany when they got home.
But also the day on the boat with the dolphins.
Yes.
He shut down that day.
Yes. Even
when she was they were laying on the bowel of the boat and she kept talking and touching and like giving him, trying everything, and he was giving nothing.
He shut down.
He shut down there and continued to shut down when they got home, and then he had his phone that he could go back to. His
phone.
One true love.
What was that?
He
Going
asked
up
her
till 1 in the morning?
He asked her like a serious question, like, you know, how, whatever. And then as she starts responding, picks up his phone.
And by the way, that could have been editing to like, you know, emphasize how much he's on his phone. But there was still so much footage of him being on his phone. Why is he on his phone so much out till 1 in the morning? Like, you're a principal.
You're a principal. that was not a good look for a principal.
Not at all.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Principal behavior. His whole
How do you
arc.
go back to being a principal?
If your child is in that school, like, how do you go, and you watch Love is Blind, it's like, hey, Principal Kenny, like, you get off your phone.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It was so weird the way things went down. I'm glad that they just like ended it because it was like making me feel bad. And this girl was trying so hard. Could she be like more devoted?
No, she couldn't have tried harder.
She couldn't have tried harder. And she was so attracted to him when she saw him. So when they kept talking about the crave, like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah, but I think that she was saying like, I have no desire for you because like you are a freak and you shut down.
Yeah.
Because she did in the
did.
beginning.
Oh my God, she was over the moon about him.
Yeah, I thought they were the strongest couple.
I thought for sure they were getting married.
And even the way they broke up, like she's crying, she's, prolonging the conversation.
She's also saying like, okay, there's something missing for me. And he's like, oh, so it's missing. So
bye.
it's over.
I'll see myself out.
As opposed to like, let's work on what's missing.
Yeah, no, he decided at some point, I don't know whether something happened or he just had a change of heart. He decided at some point he no longer wanted to do this. So he sabotaged the whole thing.
Yeah, which I think is worse than just like, saying this isn't working for me, I don't want to do it, and ending it then and there, like making her feel like lonely and probably crazy and like what's missing and questioning herself, and then her breaking up with him just so that he doesn't have to
be the villain. Yeah, I need Vanessa Lachey to like get down to the bottom of that at the reunion because that's like that's like nagging
and what's going
me.
on his phone when he's a principal, like it's not a super phone heavy job.
Right. And then
till 1 a.m.
Who's the last couple we haven't spoken about?
Jeramey and Laura, the big
one. The
the
best part of the, by the way, like the way she handled that conversation, like let him keep lying. He's like, you have my location. She's like, well, I didn't see. So like, tell me what you did. She was up watching. Obsessed. Like that was like probably one of the greatest like
moments of suspense.
No, and like turning the tables on
yeah.
someone. It was so brilliantly executed. Like, bravo, Laura. Bravo. What is he doing?
What a dirty fucking scoundrel. And you know what? Not to make it about me, but like, I don't know what it is about me. Like I'm like naive, or I just give people the benefit of the doubt because I was like, okay, he was talking to Sarah Ann in the parking lot. Like there's a lot to talk about till 5. Like I really was like going to believe him.
So funny is that people have hypothesized
about the phone and the Apple Watch.
Yes, because people notice he wears an Apple Watch. And so he knew that Laura had his location. So
no, because he shared it.
Right.
It wasn't like, oh, she has my location, let me be stealth. It's like, let me misdirect her.
Right. So let me leave my phone in the car in the parking lot because I'm obviously going to go with Sarah. We'll take her car. And she'll think I'm in the parking lot the whole time, aka in the bar the whole time. But the bar closes at 2. He didn't think that there. The bar closes at 2 and he's there until 5. And he has an Apple Watch, which is going to give you a more precise, accurate
it's going to
GPS.
track that location.
Right. Obsessed with that whole saga. Obviously, I think this is the end of Jeramey and Laura, which is fine. It's for the best. I didn't think they were like a great love.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I thought they were the strongest couple. I thought they were so strong and so perfect together and so happy. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't.
Why?
Maybe because I've seen like multiple times now in the trailers they've given us in the past week, her saying, and you were out with Sarah until 5 a.m.
Right, but I thought maybe that could be explained away of, we were talking like, once the pods are a unique experience and maybe you need to like have that closure. But I thought that if that was all that it was, that they would get through it.
It's funny.
And you know what? At the time I thought she was being, please come on, it's the end of the show and it's Friday.
Fine.
At the time I thought she was being a little unreasonable that he hearted the message. Because he didn't answer, he went right to her, like did everything right, and she wanted him to say thumbs up instead of heart. I think thumbs up is like so rude. But no, he left it open.
Woman's intuition.
That's exactly what he did, was he left it open for her instead of what he should have done, and she was right, is say, thank you so much, but I'm not interested. He should have shut that shit down, as Laura Ann said.
I called her Laura Ann yesterday. The only inconsistent thing about Laura is, with the Sarah Ann thing,
oh yeah,
she was completely right.
Mm-hmm. But she
encouraged that type of behavior for Jess. Jess is the Sarah Ann of her love triangle, the other woman. And, they went to drinks and I love their friendship and they're very good friends in real life. But she was like gassing her up like to do the thing that she's mad Sarah Ann did.
I don't think she's mad at Sarah Ann. I think she's
mad at Jeramey.
Yeah. And I think that on this experience and what I've realized is that it's not over when the person chooses you, because you are going to meet, you have to kind of get through 2 hurdles.
Yep.
You have to get through the unveiling or whatever, the seeing each other and the honeymoon phase,
The
and,
reveal.
like, confirmed physical attraction, and then you have to get through them seeing the other person,
If there is,
and still choosing you. So I feel like, I don't know what I was gonna say. I feel like Jessica, like, still being in the mix is fair, and Sarah Ann still being in the mix is fair. And if Jimmy, like, then wanted to be with Jessica, that's on Jimmy and not Jessica, because Jessica, I think, still has a shot to shoot. Same for Sarah Ann.
Yeah. They're still a part
I'm
of it.
not mad at, I guess, it, like, if they did hook up, then, like, I'm not mad at Sarah Ann for reaching out to him or, like, trying and putting herself in front of him to be like, this is what I look like. He still has a choice to make. I do feel like, even though they're engaged, the fact that he wasn't happy enough with Laura when they're having the time of their lives, and what more could she do for him? How more could they be more compatible?
Yeah.
But I feel like with Jimmy, like, I feel like him and Chelsea, like, aren't a great strong couple. He's still, like, now he sees Jessica in real life, like, he has that choice once more. If say he were to choose, say, like, to break up with Chelsea and be like, I can't stop thinking about Jessica. He doesn't have to mention appearance, because that's, like, mean.
Rude.
And not mean. Yeah, it's not mean. It's just, like,
unnecessary.
And just be like, I want to break up with you and I want to explore things with Jessica. Like, I think that's within his right to be like, I think I made the wrong choice.
Yeah, but being open and honest about it is...
If Jeramey had done that, like, it's within his
Yes.
right. But that's not what he did.
No, and that's what makes it wrong. And then the lying and coming home at 5 a.m. and putting the phone in the car, like, everything is not okay.
Dirty fucking scoundrel. Obviously, they're breaking up in the next episode.
So I feel like that's a great segue into Queenie and Weenie of the Week, because I have come to the conclusion that my Queenie of the Week is Laura. Like, I was and first of all, like, she's getting so much praise for it online. And she was kind of like a sleeper character. We didn't get a lot of airtime with her and Jeramey in the pods. And she came in, I feel like we got her story in, like, the 4th episode, when we already knew AD really well. We already knew Chelsea really well. She's kind of like a sleeper character. And even in that conversation, I was like, I wonder how she's going to handle it. I was ill-prepared for the bait and switch that she did for Jeramey, making him look so fucking stupid. And the absolute, like, gall and nerve, now when I think about the conversation from the beginning, like, she sat down in the living room. He was in there with his sunglasses on, like, not wanting to talk, when he was the one who came home at 5 a.m. and was with another girl. Like, the attitude he had, what nerve?
No, and how many times he tried to lie.
Yeah.
He said, I was at the bar.
She said the bar closes at 5.
I heard Sarah Ann was going to be there, so I almost turned around, but then I realized she shouldn't have, one person should be, like, have the power to, you know, make me not do what I want to do. I was at the bar. I was at the bar till the bar closes at 2. Mm-hmm. I was in the parking lot. No, you weren't. Yeah, the parking lot's a little alley behind.
Yeah. Really kind of inventive lies.
I can't, like, I'm too trusting.
So she's
I was like, yeah, he was in the alley talking to Sarah Ann.
Yeah, no, it is possible. Like, they talked so much in the pods, like, maybe they just wanted to go back there, recreate the magic. So she's my Queenie, Laura, because she really, she handled that like perfect. Like, I have no notes. Tens.
My Queen of the Week is Jess.
Yeah.
It was actually going to be Bridget Mendler, but because I'm on such, like, a Love is Blind high now.
Love is Island
high now. It's Jess, because what a woman.
But honorary mention to Bridget Mendler.
Yeah.
It was a great week for her.
It was. It's been a great few years, and we didn't even know.
Exactly.
What you do in the dark, we'll see in the light.
Love. Money talks, wealth whispers.
Sure.
Kind of. My Weenie of the Week is a little bit more personal. It hits a little bit more close to home. My Weenie of the Week is my husband. In addition to the whole St. Bart saga, which to me, like, it's just insane, and I feel like I've been documenting it. You guys know, like, the way he's been acting this whole week has just been, like, absurd. He also did something last night that was, like, really crazy. I actually had to write it down. I was like, I have to tell the toasters about this. We were having an argument, not like a real argument before bed.
A disagreement.
No, but, like, it was kind of like, it was a bicker.
Okay.
What was it about? Oh my God, he was just being such a baby. We had dinner and he was really full, and I know he was, like, nauseous after dinner. Then he was, like, fine for like 2 hours. And when it came time for bed, he was like, I'm nauseous and, like, burping. And I'm like, he was just being such a baby. And I was like, I was nagging him, and he goes, you're being such a Chelsea. Can you believe that, Jen? He said, you're being a Chelsea. Okay.
Jail.
I wrote down all the things that bothered me about Ben this week, but that was obviously the biggest one.
And then, of course, what he did to you yesterday.
Oh, and then I wrote it down too, like, his whole behavior on the pod this week, like, coming in and scaring me and then yelling at me and then dropping the table and yelling at me again. Like, he's just, like, really pissing me off.
And Good Guys yesterday, not reminding you.
I don't want to spoil it because we talked about it on Good Guys, but like Ben scheduled me for Good Guys and then like never reminded me. So I was out and about. My friend Abe is in town weirdly, like at the same time. So we had a whole afternoon planned. The second I get to the afternoon, Ben's like, "Are you coming back for Good Guys?" I'm like, "You didn't remind me." So my whole afternoon was ruined. I was supposed to play pickleball and have lunch with Abe. Like Ben has just really been on my last fucking nerve. The carpet, the Chelsea, the St. Bart's, the Good Guys, weenie.
And Ben is my weenie of the week because I didn't have one and I support my sister.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. So that was our show. A nice, extremely long show. I feel like we got everything done we needed to do. Diffusion line, Love is Blind, Queenie and Weenie.
Rhoda movie.
By the way, I thought you said Rhoda, like RHODA. I'm like, who's that? Who's Rhoda movie?
I love her.
So should we cast her in the movie?
Should that be the name?
I'm the Mary, you're the Rhoda
Or maybe
movie.
that's the name of our main character, Rhoda.
Such an ugly name. Like, and we're planning on casting like a beautiful woman. You know?
I think that's the sort of name that could be re-energized. Like it could start hitting like the lists again soon.
I'm sorry. Lisa Kudrow, they ruined it in nobody wanted to be the Rhoda in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. I'm the Mary, you're the Rhoda. No, I'm the Mary, you're the Rhoda. Nobody wants to be the Rhoda.
I don't know. I feel like Hailey Bieber was given it a renaissance.
Rhoda. It's not the same.
Rhoda. Okay, let's let him go, Turtaloo.
Thank you guys so much for listening to The Toast. I hope you enjoyed this fabulous week. We're back. Oh, scheduling update next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Sorry, I'm going to St. Bart's.
That's a wrap on shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then also the following Monday.
We are off. But we're going to do we're doing Patreon today. We're going to hit you with the Patreon content so you will not be alone during that time.
You're never alone when you're a toaster.
You're never alone when you're a patron.
That's true. So thank you guys. I won't keep you with my long intro. Have a great, blessed weekend. Stay safe out there, girls. Love ya. Bye.
Love ya. Bye.